What's good? This is Chocolate with Queen Linus Tarot number 2. This video will be August's energy reading 2022 for the Mars and Taurus gang. All right, so if you have a Mars placement in the second house or Mars and Taurus, this may be your reading. Definitely like, share, and subscribe if it resonates to my Mars and Taurus gang. All right. Um, Thumbs it up, of course. Hit the notification bell if you like the video and its contents. It makes sense, or you fuck with me the long way. Give it a thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. Blessed be to all of you that are subscribed. Mwah. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. Mars in Taurus. All right. Um, Now, with these messages, they're general, so they can resonate for different aspects and areas of life. They're not gender specific per se, but if gender does become relative, I will bring it to you guys' attention. More importantly, however, the roles could be reversed. The reading itself could be backwards, reversed, vice versa, upside down, flipped around. So take what resonates, as I always say. Take what resonates, discard the rest, and if the shit doesn't apply, then let the shit fly. You feel me? Again, this is an August energy reading 2022. As is relative to tarot, we pull an overall energy, recent past, current, and projected future outcome. Also, I have two romantic oracle cards for the Mars and Taurus gang and two shadow cards, which would represent the shadow or the energy that could be toxic around you, shadow work needing to be done by Mars and Taurus placements, or someone around you could possibly have these shadow energy or shadow traits, all right? Now, if you just so happen to be a cross watcher and you have a sun in Taurus or you have a moon in Taurus, or any other placement outside of Mars and Taurus and the message resonates with you, certainly join the family, thumbs it up, okay? Because energy is interchangeable, right? Without further ado, we're going to get right into it. Mars and Taurus. Overall energy for Mars placement in the second house. Overall energy is major arcana death. All right. So we got death as the major arcana for the Mars and Taurus. Okay. Scorpio energy. Strong Scorpio energy. Some of you could have Scorpio in your natal chart. Could be Scorpio watching this, or you could be dealing with one. However it resonates. But this is about death, and this is not a literal death. You know what I mean? Mars and Taurus. This is about a transformation of some kind. It definitely could be going through the dark night of the soul, some type of spiritual awakening. Rebirth, death. Something has ended here with the death card. Death, of course, is synonymous with an ending, a final ending, okay? But you could also be going through some type of spiritual rebirth and transformation or transmutation. Again, spiritual awakening, ending a relationship, a job, a friendship, ending something, all right, so that something new can begin, because typically when death comes in, it's so something that no longer serves you, something has reached its expiration date, and it is definitely time for a new start, a new beginning. And that's what happens when we have death. There's always made a way for a brand new beginning after something has ended, all right? So Mars and Taurus, major arcana, death, Scorpio energy, starting off the reading. Change, rebirth, transformation, okay? Mars and Taurus. Bottom of the deck energy is Temperance, which is another major arcana. So this reading already is epic. It's a classic. Temperance is a major arcana for Sagittarius energy. Some of you could be Sagittariuses that are watching, okay? But as it's relative to Temperance, this is telling me that there could be, balance restored, because temperance definitely represents balance, maintaining an even temperament, despite what's going on. Just, maintain your calmness. This is a card that represents harmony, balance, healing. Also, Mars and Taurus, this could represent physical, emotional, spiritual, physical. I've said that, healing, okay? But there's a need, to do all things in moderation. This could tell me that you've been praying, connecting with your ancestors, God, your higher power, your angels. But temperance is a good card. It's about being patient and having faith at the same time. Okay, so two major arcanas for the Mars in Taurus, which is a significant reading. All right. Now, as it's relative Mars in Taurus to the recent past energy is the King of Pentacles. Recent past Mars in Taurus is the King of Pentacles, which is Taurus energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. These court cards, which is the queens, the kings, the pages, and the knights, represent typically people in our environment. But this Mars in Taurus, this could be you. Some of you could have a Sun in Taurus and also have a Mars in Taurus placement. You could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Obviously, you could be dealing with any of those signs. The King of Pentacles is like the king of money, the king of abundance. If this is someone you're dealing with, this person could be very financially stable. It represents wealth. This could be someone in a position of authority. King of Pentacles is all about the paper, all about their bag, the coin. This is someone who's very traditional, practical, typically grounded. Earth is a slow moving energy, but it's stable. Now, if this is not relative to someone in your environment who also could be a banker or an accountant, someone very good with money, finances, this could indicate there's going to be a financial gain, some type of windfall, a hot ticket item, something of value coming in for you. But yeah, it could definitely talk about riches, starting your own business perhaps. The King of Pentacles, you know, is someone who could also be considered, well, could be married. This is a family person, family oriented, the caretaker. Okay, so take it as it resonates. We got Scorpio energy. We have major arcana death. We have Sagittarius energy with the major arcana temperance. And we have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus with this King of Pentacles. So we're going to get further into it. So as it's relative to the current energy, and remember, if it resonates, thumbs it up. That's one of the best ways to support the channel. Like, share, subscribe. This is August 2022's energy reading for Mars and Taurus placements, all right? Current energy, yes, that's what I'm talking about. 10 of Cups, yes. Mars and Taurus. You got the Ten of Cups, current energy, happiness, joy, bliss, emotional contentment, feeling surrounded by love, nurtured, cared for. This is the happy family card. Some of you could have could be getting married. Some of you possibly could be adopting, extending the family. This is about community. This is about reunions. This is about good times. And again, just a universal kind of love, like total emotional contentment. But because you know how I give it up, I'm just going to say for my subscribers, if you have a Mars and Taurus, you know how I give it up. Ten of Cups could also indicate, in addition to it, represent a very happy time, joy, emotional abundance, or a lot of love and support, your tribe, your community. It could talk about someone overly indulging in alcohol, which is why we have temperance here, maintaining balance to what we do. So make sure that we are not overly indulging in alcohol. Do all things in moderation. Definitely, there's the King of Pentacles could indicate some type of new beginning because, again, there was an ending to something. Now, before we get to the possible future outcome, remember, as I stated initially, guys, the roles could totally be reversed, backwards, come out from a different perspective. So if it doesn't make sense to you, don't force it. It's not your reading. But again, this is specifically for Mars and Taurus, all right? And if it resonates with the cross watchers, most definitely give it a thumbs up. I mean, like, you know what I mean? And then we, of course, once I have gone over this possible future outcome, we're getting into your romantic oracle messages as well as your shadow cards for August 2022. 2022, and I will be updating this reading as well. So stay tuned and hit the notification bell. Possible future outcome: Mars and Taurus is the Queen of Wands energy. You got the Queen of Wands, you got the King of Pentacles. This could represent a couple. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could mean something to you. Any of those placements could be your sun, moon, rising sign, Venus, however it resonates. But this is a card that represents beauty. This is um, like I said, court cards could be someone in your environment. This person is very physically attractive, enchanting, spiritual. The Queen of Wands energy is actually a good card to see in a reading because it represents progress, going after what you want. This is the go-getter, definitely. King and the Queen of Wands represent the go-getter. This is passion. This is creativity. This is fire energy, okay? And like I said, it could represent the dynamics of a couple, okay? So if we got the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles, that's quite a pair. You know what I'm saying? It's quite a pair. Um, with that being said, there could, when I see the Death card here and I see the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, if this is representative of a relationship per se, I feel like there may have been an ending, but something may have resurrected. There could have been a reconciliation, again, a coming back together of the sorts. Something has gone through some type of transformation, or someone per se. But the Queen of Wands, again, a lot of people don't know Mars and Taurus, that the Queen of Wands can indicate a financial gain. This is someone who will also be an entrepreneur, um, someone in a position of authority. This definitely is a boss card. So is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be a power couple dynamics. But there's a lot of love. There's a lot of joy and happiness between the two if it's relative. But this could be for anything, all right? As it's relative to your romantic oracle cards. First card for the Mars and Taurus. Wow, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, okay? So if your intuition is telling you that something is amiss, something isn't right, something needs to be checked further into, Mars and Taurus, trust your intuition. It is definitely not your enemy. There is something that you may not know. There could be something behind the scenes, but the signs are definitely trying to caution you against or about something or someone. And we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy, you know, to others. So this is a time, Mars and Taurus, especially if you're single, this is a time, you could be ready to mingle. This is, being flirty. This is being outgoing, sociable, you know. How should I say this? Not closed off. Flirt could indicate that you could possibly have a lot of suitors, and you guys could be casually dating. Might not be in a serious commitment for some of you that are watching, but this is indicative, if I could talk, that you need to, be more sociable, not take things as seriously, kind of like let your hair down type energy, all right? And that's what we have as is relative to that. And the shadow cards, which could represent shadow work that you need to do to Mars and Taurus, or this could be an energy around you from someone in your environment. First card out, we have envious gluttony. It's been said that a glutton, people could be a glutton for punishment. However, gluttony could be identified as overeating, overly indulging. There could be an energy of jealousy around Mars and Taurus. Somebody could literally be trying to, and I'm just really getting an energy where, how do I want to say this, Mars and Taurus? But we know when someone's envious of you, we know that this person is, you know, jealous. Jealous. Sure, someone could envy you and not. I don't. It's a thin line between envy and jealousy. I'll say that there's a thin line between envy and jealousy. Um, and it really kind of goes hand in hand. Um, Gluttony. Again, it could mean someone being a glutton for punishment. It also could be that someone is definitely, I cannot think of the word I'm trying to say. Um, overly indulging, just doing way too much. And this could be somebody around you, Mars and Taurus. Somebody definitely could be a vampire, an emotional vampire, feeding off of you, your energy, your time, your love, on your possessions, whatever it is. But just be mindful, Mars and Taurus, of the company you keep, the people that you entertain, even your intimate partners could be up for assessment and review at this time. But there is a sense of envy. Someone definitely envies you. There could be someone around you that is extremely lazy as well. And your final cards, forgetting oneself. I'm trying to think who else had this. I think Sagittarius actually had this in their reading. Forgetting oneself. Some of you could definitely be dealing with a Sag, but um, you know, Mars and Taurus, I will say that for some of you, you've always been putting other people's needs and wants before your own. I feel like a lot of you could be going through spiritual and emotional exhaustion. You could even be experiencing burnout. This is a time now for you to put yourself first, to do whatever's in the best interest for you. You've been there for other people, often the caretaker. Taurus second house energy is very, caring, very nurturing, very hands on. But at the same damn time, you may not be applying that same principle to you. You might not be getting enough rest. You could be overly extending yourselves to other people, in which event you definitely no, this is not the time. This is time for self care. Strongly advised for my Mars and Taurus. Don't forget yourself. Sometimes it's best to tune out distractions, Mars and Taurus. It's good to get away and regroup, connect with God, your higher power, your ancestors, the universe. But this is really a time for you to, nurture yourself, to refresh yourself, recharge also with this energy. And that's what we have. This is more of a reading of insight and clarity. Prescriptive message for Mars and Taurus. If it resonates, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.